Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this new esports stream. Um, we are back with some Valorant tonight, and I am Connor. I'm your host, and I'm joined here with Madav. How you doing, Madav?
I'm doing pretty good, Connor. How are you today?
I'm just fantastic. I'm so excited to see this Valorant tonight. Tonight, we are going to be playing against California State University. And this is a brand new start of the preseason we're going into of NECC. So these teams, they're, fresh, right? Like this is their first match they're going into. And I'm sure that they're ready to just jump right into it, right?
I mean, I would assume so. Both teams really practicing hard here. I mean, this is the preseason, so both teams are gonna have a real taste of like what future map ups will like really be. Because even if there's new players and people who need to like maybe are not used to the competitive esports game yet, like this is a good time to see like, oh, this is how things are gonna work out and really get a strong feel for it.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. And I mean, this is really where you get to, express yourself in these games and kind of like build your almost portfolio or stats for the rest of the season, right? Like your start is really going to be what the rest of your season's looking at here. Um, so a lot of these players have a lot to look forward to during this game tonight, for sure. It is going to be a best of one though, and it's just going to be one map there. So
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, but do we know what maps we're playing today right now by chance?
we are going to be on Ascent tonight. Um, I'm pretty sure we're defenders. Um, but I mean, either side you start on, really. Um, what would you say, really, you would want to see our team start on tonight?
I think SNHU it has a has like a stronger point on I'd say maybe attack. I would say, but it looks like we are actually going to be on attack here, and hopefully this is gonna put us in a hope like or put SNHU in a bigger lead here. As Ascent is one of their more favorited maps, they want to get this map as much as possible, as long with a couple others that might happen next game or so. But um, it looks like right now for the team comp, they're pretty similar. The only difference is right now is that they do not have a Sova, but either way, Fade is still a good way to get information and is able to really point out some people.
Yeah, I definitely think Fade as their place in the compositions that we run now. Sova is a little bit more ground rules, but I think Fade definitely has a lot more tricks up her
Choose your
sleeve
agent.
and to offer or bring to the team. But on this map, I definitely think you're. I mean, these are pretty standard compositions for both of the teams, right?
I mean, I would say so. I mean, this is what SNHU would normally tends to play with, and typically the other team pretty much has the same thing. Again, like I said before, Fade or Sova or any other information is typically played here. One thing I will say though is that with Sova, you are able to stall point from a distance with his ultimate. However, with Fade, you kind of just have the Nightfall there, which doesn't really take them off point. So I'm interested to see how things will play out and how they will use different. You know, there are different types of utilities to post plan.
Yeah, 100% with that Fate Ultimate. Not, I mean, in a sense, right? Like it kind of does, but it requires direct confrontation, which most likely is going to happen after you see the Fate Ultimate. So you're kind of expecting it, but this map, I mean, it's really, I think it's like, basics, right? For the most part, two site, you got that. Well, it looks like they're actually just gonna be all on A here. They might just rush it here as fast as they can. The paranoia is gonna hit all of them there as they blast out into this corridor. There goes DH frame there. And as they breach into this point here, I think they got a lot of information off of that knife there. They're going to spot most of the team, and Akron does fall in the corner of that site over there. But for the most part, SNHU does have control of the site. Slickies has the flash ready. They are going to approach and try this retake here. He gets one flash and finds C-Dubs. O'Reilly is going to actually get taken out by Hilton though, and Kishi finds two. Ty's going to find Slickies, and it's just one left, and that's the third kill there for Hilton. 3 kills on the board there. Very impressive.
Yeah, Hilton really having a strong start there is going to put him ahead of the game. You know, he's going to be able to really get those ult points as fast as possible, not to mention his credits as well. I mean, right now he's rocking with the Vandal and Heavy Shields right now. I mean, he's already gotten like a full buy for the second round, and that's going to put him in a good spot. I can only assume that SNHU right now is going to be playing this Hero Vandal. Looks like they do have a Bulldog as well, and this round is going to be pretty important here. It looks like SNHU is going to be a lot more spread out than they were before. Last time it looks like they were just kind of rush it, you know, peel the band-aid off, but now they're really taking their time, trying to be conservative. Even though they may have better guns, I think it's a little bit different to rush in with the same guns and then kind of be conservative with better guns, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we see Frame here with the shorty right around the corner, has their dash ready. Just ready if anyone comes there, and just barely it runs out there. Gonna be hit by that molly. And then taken out by Hilton with that hero rifle. They breach onto the point, and they do have control of it. It is up to California State University to play retake here. And just right-click him through that smoke, seeing if he can find anything. Agron will find Sneakies there. And unaware, Ready 2 will actually find Agron there. Oh, really? On the retreat right now. 3 people just approaching him there. There's not much you can do against that.
Yeah, overall, again, a really good round for SNHU here. Getting these guns and credits are going to mean everything right now. Of course, there are no ultimates right now, but SNHU I can say that right now they're already in pretty much in the lead at this point. Some ultimates may not be like, you know, may not be the best as others. Like, for example, maybe SNHU wants a Killjoy ultimate, just shut down a site, you know what I mean? But in this case, we could have an Omen ultimate to get more information. So it all depends on like what's going to be the best for SNHU here. As we've seen before, Hilton really getting aggressive. He could, you know, really have his ultimate fast, and that could mean a lot for SNHU. But right now, they are leaving the bomb in spawn right now. They are getting pretty ahead. So yeah, it could be something that could...
It is very split right now. They do almost kind of have mid control. They have that Omen lurking behind that corner you see there all the time, just in case they want to rotate towards an A push. It does look like they are going to without that mid control. It's going to be, you know, a little bit difficult, but there's not really much. I mean, you are contesting rifles on your bonus round, but it doesn't really look like the Jet has that good of a sightline right now.
I mean, the Jet is in the background now, kind of just waiting for PG to come up there. Is able to get one right through the little crack there. As they start to push up, Hilton is able to get another. D-Dubs and Frames are able to trade each other out here, and now it's a 3v2.
Yeah, I mean, there's the commentator's curse, I guess. I was completely wrong there. Just, I mean, the usage of that Rainbow Six sightline just barely through the crack is going to be able to get them that first pick on the breach of the site, and Agron gonna dash out there. They do almost have control of the site right now, but it's a little hard, and O'Reilly's gonna get Agron spraying through that smoke. Just up to C-Dubs on point right now, gonna flash
10 seconds
person
left.
in heaven there and contest, but it's not gonna be enough. Ready Q is there. The flash should not last long enough.
Yeah, unfortunately for SNHU here, they did lose this gunfight, but this round they are still going to be able to buy heavy shields and a rifle. So last round they were pretty... I assume they were expecting to lose that round. Yeah, I'm assuming that's why they got, you know, Stingers, Spectres. You know, they didn't really buy too much, but now they're on even playing fields because now Cardinal is going to be able to have the regular rifles, and they want something to compete with that. So that little eco buy there was very much needed, and I think it was a good play on SNHU's part.
Agron just sieging the point immediately here. They are just a big fan of A tonight, it looks like. Brain is up there on Heaven, is going to have to dash away there from Agron. Agron's continuing to push him, pushing up through the smoke. He's just barely going to get taken out from him, but he does trade back with CSUDH there, who has his back. It's going to be hard to walk through that smoke there, but I think the best bet they got right now is just spraying while it's up. And the flick from Hilton is just going to get that insane headshot.
Last player standing.
Meanwhile, CSUDH, Peachy both falling on point there to Slickies, getting that double kill. And Hilton pushing through will be able to take out Slickies, but it will not be enough. Ready Q is going to be able to use that bomb.
Sorry to cut you off a little bit there, but Hilton with that flick, taking out that Omen, definitely one of the bigger parts for this round. That blind that Omen had was blinded most of SNHU's team, and being able to take out that person right away is pretty, definitely an advantage for SNHU. However, they still lost the round. But one thing I wanted to mention now is that Cardinal, about Cardinal, is that whenever SNHU tends to push A side here, Cardinal just always tends to back off and let them play retake every single time. Right now, we see Cardinal not even really playing on site. One's playing Heaven, the other two are playing Cat. I mean, they're just letting SNHU get this site right now and basically just end up taking control of it. And again, play retake every single time.
Yeah, and it's been working out for them so far. There's going to be a trade there. Arson is for Agron there. And CSUDH, Peachy both finding kills of their own. It is just two players on
Last player standing.
And CSUDH will take Slickies out there. That's Red Q, who will be caught with this knife out there. Ty will be able to take him down, hearing that glass shatter.
Yeah, definitely again, another round for SNHU. Being able to attack this same site over and over again is definitely put them in a small lead here, nothing too big. But it wonders if they would ever switch up the gameplay that they're playing right now. I mean, Cardinal can only assume that they're going to hit A every single time, but it looks like they haven't really done anything to change up their play style or put more people on site and maybe try to adjust the player towards A site, or maybe A site's just a site that they can retake rather than B, whereas they cannot. But SNHU right now being pretty split up here, maybe trying to get some picks, maybe trying to divide Cardinals team even more, maybe trying to split them up as much as possible, just trying to see what they can do. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen here with SNHU's Jet kind of making a distraction here, and that's going to put the other side of SNHU closer to A side.
They are playing very carefully and very split right now. I think mostly for picks, it seems like the A side push here is going to fall back and grab that spike, rotating over to B side. Maybe their objective was to make enough noise over there to, kind of convince Cardinal here that they are A. They are still mostly split on Cardinal, prepared for anything right now. And most of SNHU is poised around a breaching B right now. It is just seconds before Hell is let loose. Arsonist is going to get a kill through that smoke there, activating CSUDH's ultimate. Hilton will find a kill as well. And there's Ty on the site right now. CSUDH is going to be able to be recovered by Hilton there. And Peachy falling also in the back of the site there. It seems like Cardinal at any moment is just ready right now to play that retake as the bomb is landing. CSUDH will stop that, as well as Agron, both gonna shut that push down completely.
Another, again, a great round for SNHU, but I thought it was a little bit weird there. They were playing very slow and decided to pop everything all at once there. I mean, SNHU, they were split off a little bit. I wonder if they're gonna keep playing as this little tactic here. I mean, that's what it seems to be. Two of them go B and the rest go A, because they've been having some really good luck with A. I mean, I won't lie, they have been able to take it almost every time, but now switching it up on B without going to like mid at all. Excuse me, I think it's something that it should be a little bit spoken of, because mid control is everything on this map. With mid control, you can go B, A, it doesn't really matter, because you, as the attacker, can decide where to go if you have mid control.
Right, yeah, mid control is just an avenue to all the other sides here. And we're going to see Red Q spray down there through that smoke. They know a player is in there. They're going to throw that knife, but not really find much information. And this push is a little bit split. It looks like CSUDH going for a lineup here with that flashbang. Agron, meanwhile, is in mid. Might be able to see this omen in the future as the Nightfall comes out for that defense. SNHU does breach onto site. Red Q gonna take that trade. O'Reilly will find Agron. Hilton finding Red Q, and Arsonist also falling to C-Dubs. Hilton finding Z-Frame in the back in hell there. Peachy will throw that smoke there to kind of cover, you know, that heaven point, and I think it does a really good job also of, you know, people always like to spray through that wall too. And Cardinal is just around the corner right now, almost ready for the retake. Waiting for that suppression to run out real quick, and they breach onto point. They will find Hilton, but go down shortly after.
That Nightfall did not work in Cardinals' favor there, though it did actually end up deafening many players of SNHU. It just did not go in their favor. I mean, when that came out, I personally thought the Cardinals should have won that round. I mean, they were deaf. They could have shot from any other direction, you know, but it just looks, I believe it was C-Dubs who really just turned around and just killed both players who were shooting at him, and just like that, the retake is over.
Yeah, it takes a really well-coordinated team like that to make that ultimate pretty much obsolete. When you know your buddy has your back in the other sideline, pushing onto that point, such as like SNHU did there, it makes it a little bit harder to play with that. But Ty is going to find 2 kills there, getting traded out there at the end. But they are on A site already. Hilton pushing through mid will get picked there. Also gonna find Agron as well. C-Dubs will fall, but Peachy is on point right now. Gonna actually use his ultimate to teleport to the opposite side. He has the spike, and he's gonna plant it there, right next to the boathouse, and play towards defender spawn. This is interesting.
I mean, definitely, he's going to be towards the end of the map here. I mean, he's got bomb control. It looks like no one's really on his side. Omen is going to TP on site, try and figure out any information of where he could be as they slowly start to push site here.
Yeah, and 3 players almost in the sight line there. He will find one. Finds O'Reilly. They know he is in defender spawn. He can stall this pretty fast. That Paranoia will find 2, and he gets 2 kills. Clutch from Peachy there. Will find the round for SNHU.
Can we just talk about that one tap at the end of that round there? After almost unloading all of his clips right there on the last person on the bomb, literally a one tap without even trying to focus it or anything. It was just a spray. That was pure luck. But Peachy with that excellent skill play was very, very well. I mean, the fact that he went CT, I mean, no one on the Cardinals team really went towards CT. Everybody kind of grouped up, went towards mid, and kind of checked long there. But Peachy was able to outsmart them and kind of think where he should really play. And I think that bomb plan, the blind, everything was executed very well there.
Yeah, that was really well played. Every detail, you know, calculated there by Peachy. And he's playing my boy Omen. Nothing more I like to see there. And now it looks like they're finally going to take mid here. It will be contested by O'Reilly here, who will get traded out by Agron, but Peachy will find Z-Frame. Slicky's also going down here. Arson is right around the corner, is looking for them here. That smoke, very scary. Anyone could pop out of that at any time right now, but Red Q will find Hilton. Arson is now going to push up with that information. That knife will, I think, suppress one person there. Red Q will find Agron. Arsonist almost pushing on the site here. He's going to take that trade with C-Dubs there. Will win it. Paranoia comes out again. That is his trick up his sleeve there, but Peachy will fall eventually, and Arsonist going to try to defuse the bomb and will have enough time.
Yeah, Cardinal really switching it up here, especially with that Thrifty. Being able to win this round is going to put them in a really good position here. The fact that they were able to clutch this, you know, just shows to SNHU that they are able to beat some of their rounds here. I mean, so far they haven't won since those pistol rounds, I believe, and possibly a round after that. But right now, as we can see from the scoreboard, Cardinal is not too far behind when looking at their credits and shields and kills, really. I mean, only right now Hilton is the top of the leaderboard with 13 kills, but compared to the rest of the team, Cardinal is really not that far behind here and could definitely make a comeback for SNHU.
100%. They are only 3 rounds down here, and they have the ability to make it up pretty quickly here before the half. But SNHU will push onto A site right now with the ultimate active. Peachy will find Red Q there, really backing up into his corridor here with Arsonist, who is trying to line something up. Peachy will plant the bomb. C-Dubs finding Z-Frame there. Peachy also finding Arsonist, but C-Dubs will get knocked out there. Slicky's also gonna get revived by Overlay. Falling shortly after to Ty, who will also get Slickies there. That is a very well played round there from SNHU.
Most definitely. One thing I wanted to point out there for Cardinal is they normally set up both of their information agents on B side here, which I think is kind of interesting. For SNHU, who has only hit B once and A most of the time, they rarely go mid at all. So I think it's a little bit different on why two initiators are playing on B side when one could be playing on both sides and get information from both areas and see where they're really pushing. Because when SNHU pushes a site, they tend to stick with that site. It's very rare that they actually rotate.
Yeah, they really like this A site tonight, and there is the Sova ultimate gonna come out just to hold it. And meanwhile, C-Dubs will be able to plant with that pressure though. Ty will find out really gonna find C-Dubs. Peachy finding Z-Frame too. They have control of Heaven right now, and it is a very tight spot that Red Q is in right now. Watching 2 sightlines there, SNHU is just relentless with this aggression.
Last round.
Like I said before, SNHU really pushing up onto A site here, kind of just taking what they want. I mean, Cardinal has been playing retake for that site every single time. Cardinal can only assume now that they're going to A site, and it looks like they are going to, just like that again. Maybe get a distraction with one of their agents on B site, maybe just trying to really fool them possibly. But it looks like Cardinal's gonna try and get this read here, having most of the agents kind of around towards A site here. Could be everything. Oh, looks like they're actually going to rotate towards B, maybe reading a counterplay. But honestly, it's really hard to tell right now because it is the last round of the match, so everything's going to be played really hard here. A couple shots coming up very early from Peachy here as SNHU starts to take towards middle ground here. Anything could happen. Again, it still looks like an A site push here as Cardinal starts to back down.
I like how Agron used his knives out there to kind of contest, just scare them off of mid there. C-Dubs finding that kill in the back of Heaven there. And now with that mid control, they are just pushing up through this. They are unstoppable right now. Agron will find Arsonist there.
One enemy remaining.
Slickies and Z-Frame both going down there. It is all up to Red Q here.
Spike planted.
She gets the bomb planted. And it is just seconds before he finds Agron and does get that kill, but C-Dubs avenging him will take him down.
Yeah, Red Q with the Bulldog there, unfortunately, trying to get a gun upgrade and just really getting a better hopes to win that fight. Unfortunately, he's gonna be shot in the back there, not gonna be able to clutch it out that well. For SNHU, now on the defense side, we are seeing the Killjoy setup on B. That tends to happen a lot of the times for Killjoy there. I feel like Killjoy is always on B. There's never a time where Killjoy is on A site for Ascend, or possibly there is, but I feel like she's still very, very effective on B site. Would you say that, Connor?
Yeah, her swarm grenades just offer a lot there, especially the ones that you put right there next to the boathouse, on the little ledge next to the site there. Just offers so much protection, and it seems like for this pistol round, Cardinal will go for a little bit more conservative split here. But Omen will be able to take that bomb through mid here. Z-Frame finding Agron.
As the team kind of attacks very fast here. We see that there's only a 3v3 on both sides. Hilton is able to get his 3rd kill, I believe, here. Coming off very strong for this round. Cardinal with only
One
having
enemy remaining.
are gonna rush early here with the bomb. Now it is only up Red Q here. It is gonna challenge it, but Red Q is gonna jump a little bit, and that's gonna get C-Dubs very weak. A blind coming out, gonna put him in a sticky situation here as he has to peek this fight.
That turret not going to provide enough protection there. Hilton with the headshot. The aim does not lie.
That's right. SNHU here really, again, getting that round is going to mean a lot, especially for Hilton, again, with that Hero Vandal and a Bulldog we saw before last half. That Hero Vandal is going to mean everything for this round. I wonder if SNHU is going to play a little bit more conservative, or, you know, they may peek more. It could be the opposite of what they're doing on attacking here. But Cardinal really going all towards B side right now, or mid, I guess you could say. But what they don't know is that there's actually 2 people watching mid right now. I can't wait to see if there will be any collaterals happening with this Marshall right now.
Duels coming out on the other side of the map there. It seems like Cardinal is sieging through mid right now. Just a burst of kills. Arson is finding his 3rd kill on Agron there. And they're just rushing through SNHU right now. Killjoy gonna try to defend here. It's the only person on SNHU right now. Of course, defender spawn. Spraying through that smoke. Ty doing his best to just fend them off right now. They have control of the site and are able to plant the bomb right now. They're going to give up a little bit of pressure here. Ty will be able to get back.
Spike planted.
Division
Last
here.
player standing.
But it won't be enough. Both of them falling there. Oh, really easy frame. Flawless round there from Cardinal.
Yeah, definitely. We really see how Omen's smokes here really come into play rather than Brimstone or Viper. Or Viper could still technically be a part of it, but Omen's smokes right here, definitely with that one way, is going to be a little bit blocked off, but definitely in Cardinals' favor. I mean, those one ways mean everything, and especially on this map, with angles like that, not being able to get the information you need to really push out, Cardinals are going to take advantage of that, and that's exactly what they did, and they were able to win that round just like that. And it looks like I was wrong before as well, with Agron with the Marshall here with mid. They were able to just sweep right through them. But Agron and most of SNHU right now pushing out very strong, not being conservative at all.
Yeah, they're just trying to get this round over with, see if they can get any cheeky kills off, and it seems like they have the team mostly surrounded here for this retake. They are going to bait that plant. It doesn't really matter to them, though. They do have pistols in this closer range proximity. Arsonist will be able to find Peachy with that Bulldog there, as well as Ty, taking 2 people out from this window. Oh, really will fall to him. Hilton getting that gun upgrade will be big. Z-Frame finding a kill on C-Dubs. Hilton, though, now has his gun. Will be able to find Z-Frame. Agron gonna find a kill of his own on Slickies there. Ready Q will get 2 kills there to finish off the round for Cardinal, taking that round for themselves. 5 to 10 now.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that turret there really is the killer. I mean, both players on SNHU were at 1 HP. Their Jet and their Sova there. That turret, as soon as Agron picked that turret, the turret was like, "Oh, you can't enter," and shot him once and dropped down like that. But the fact they were both able to survive on 1 HP. I mean, they were on like their last, you know, the last leg, the last straw. They're just barely holding on there, but unfortunately, they were not able to clutch it out for them. PG getting very aggressive here, gonna be able to get 2, pushing out with C-Dubs, not to mention the Sova ult coming out as well. That's going to be 3 of the team members, just like that. 4 with PG popping off here. Hilton coming out very close in mid, and Agron is gonna take that last kill.
Agron just, you know,
let them
taking the weights off with that operator, will be able to, you know, show his prowess with it. I feel like, I mean, we always see him on this Jet, right? And I feel like he is really the designated operator of this team. But I'm really interested to see where he's going to take it now on this next defending round. They know they have this operator, and I'm curious to see how they approach it.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it looks like for SNHU's map right now, you know, they're all kind of getting ready to kind of push up right now. I mean, the Opera is kind of towards B side here. There's no one really there, as most of Cardinal is going to be towards A side and mid here. And it looks like SNHU is just trying to focus them towards mid, or maybe just try and get a pick here. But they're all in main right now, and I don't think SNHU quite knows that yet. As Agron starts to slowly peek out of B here, I think he can safely say that they are not pushing up towards B, and that they're going to be towards A right now. Nightfall coming out, and they're going to start rushing onto site right now. Definitely a lot of...
We'll be able to get that plant off.
Spike
And,
planted.
you know, Cardinal just complete control right now with that spraying. That has to be an open through that wall right now. Is going to provide a lot of pressure, and I feel like they really have this planned out with that attack or kill join and everything. Gonna buy a lot of time. SNHU is on a short fuse here. Hitlin gonna fall there. Ty will find Arsonist though, forcing that other player to retreat into Agron. Agron getting that kill. C-Dubs also finding Slickies. This might be the comeback for SNHU. Do they have enough time to defuse this bomb though? I don't think they do.
No, they definitely do.
Just barely, just
Oh,
barely. 3 seconds. That
Hey,
was, I mean, after seeing them
point.
use that Killjoy
Once we win, just
ultimate,
don't
I
rotate
really
my
thought
left.
it was looking
I'll
grim
fix
for
it up.
SNHU there, but they just completely converted and kicked into overtime there to take that round for themselves.
Right, I was just gonna say that for the bomb planning, you can tell when they have enough time if a second ring comes down, and once that second ring comes down, there is no way to defuse it in time. But before that ring comes down, you're really safe to do it.
Keep
So it's
it
definitely a
cool.
visual
That's
thing
how
you
you
want to look out
survive.
for. And SNHU was like, oh, we got this in the bag. They got nothing to worry about, and they were able to push up just like that. But Cardinal switching over to their side as they are on attacking right now. Looks like they're gonna be pushing up towards a mid a lot here, not really focusing on a dedicated site, probably pushing up towards shop and to B site, maybe just trying to get enough picks as possible.
Yeah, Ty will fall there to Arsonist.
down.
C-Dubs will trade him out though. Hilton finding Red Q too. Agron rotating around here, but does have vision on that mid. Is a little bit scary for Cardinal. Especially for them that they were just playing here.
One
Mid,
enemy
they
remaining.
have spike control. It's up right here. Mid is all up to Slickies here, rotating around B site.
I mean, he has 15 bullets. He does have some utility here, but Agron is watching this line of sight right now and is gonna be
Defenders
the
win.
winning kill of the game right here. SNHU winning this first game is going... I mean, they already won. I mean, they're already getting put ahead here, but they absolutely destroyed Cardinal there. Still, both teams played very, very well, but final game is 5-13.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a close game there, and played well from both teams. SNHU really, I mean, I like the coordination that they had at the end there. But I mean, all around, both of these teams, very well put together teams, wouldn't you say?
I would say so, yeah.
Well, we are going to throw to a break. We are coming back at 8:30 here with some more Valorant. So, stick around, find out. We're gonna, come back shortly here. So, see you soon.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some more, you guessed it, Valorant. Today we are up against BSC, I believe, Bobcats, and we are on Haven on defense, I'm pretty sure. Is that right, Shane?
That is correct. Up against Bryant and Stratton Bobcats. Haven is going to be interesting because it is. I mean, it's been a minute since we've seen Valorant, excluding the last game, of course. But it's been a minute since we've really gotten a chance to get kind of in touch with the meta and what's going on. There's been a lot of changes. Chamber getting nerfed, for example, is going to be sure to change things up, especially on a map like Haven, where that kind of sentinel pressure is something that's really important to see. So I'm really interested to see exactly how they're going to substitute that chamber that was normally kind of ubiquitous.
I 100% agree here. Looks like we are not getting any chambers at all. We are going to see Cypher from both teams here. Normally, we do have a Peachy, I believe, coming out with the Cyphers, but it looks like he's going to be playing Smokes this time, and I'm really interested to see how that will play out, and if there is a difference between Ty playing or Peachy playing. See really what the biggest difference is between the two.
It's kind of a nice return to form to see Cypher once again on here, and that is going to be, like I mentioned with the Cypher nerfs, or the chamber nerfs, you're going to see a lot more Cypher in here, just because of the tripwire having that global range that chamber no longer has. It used to be the chamber was almost pretty much just a power crept version of Cypher, but now that's really changed, and so it's interesting to see exactly how Cypher is going to fit back into this.
All right, I'm pretty excited here too. I mean, a lot of his trips I believe have also been extended here, so some can even cover the whole entire map, and I'm really excited to see how these setups will be played here. Coming out with the Skyblind, coming up very close into a garage here. Proto and their Jet coming out here. PG is able to get two here. Agron also getting one, but can be traded out by Proto. C-Dubs getting two, I believe, here, and that is going to be a very, very fast and quick round for SNHU.
Yeah, a little scrappy there at the start, but overall really nicely done from SNHU, keeping the three alive there. For the Bobcats, it honestly just seemed like they weren't quite ready to take the fight exactly when they did. Maybe expecting a little bit of a slower, more defensive hold from SNHU, but on these pistol rounds, when you've got that element of surprise, when the other team doesn't necessarily know how you're going to play, really you want to try and surprise them there. And that's exactly what SNHU did here, and so they're going to have a pretty big advantage going forward in this half as they get started off with that economical advantage. Bobcats going to be down a little bit in terms of just raw power, but it looks like they're starting off on the A side here. They scouted it out a little bit at the start of the last round. It looks like they might have liked what they saw.
Right, just like from last game here, it looks like SNHU is going to be running a Hero Vandal, plus a little bit of a light buy here. Many shots are happening between two of these players right now. Most of the team is going to be in here, where that Aftershock is going to do a lot for C-Dubs here, getting two picks right off the bat. Agron also getting one. That is going to be C-Dubs' third kill, I believe, right there. He decides to push up with a pistol, and Hilton gets the last one there. Again, a very fast round for SNHU.
C-Dubs, I saw the red in his eyes, but Hilton is the one who was able to snatch that final kill. I mean, this is kind of what the preseason looks like a little bit. Always when these teams just aren't quite used to playing against each other, you'll see stuff like this happen. And for SNHU there, that was a really good reaction to seeing so many of the Bobcats stuck there on the A side. Immediately just having C-Dubs sort of rotate over, use that utility. The Aftershock came in extremely clutch there, down on A short, and that really did a great job of just kind of forcing them to funnel out, although it looked like they really overcommitted a little bit there in the first place. So Bobcats now are just starting off with a much slower round here, not really looking to just try and start fighting right off the bat.
I 100% agree. That Aftershock meant everything for that round. But right now, Peachy is going to send this Paranoia out and is going to get two kills. Or, I'm sorry, is going to kill... Him and his team are going to get two people in garage right now. Hilton is also going to pick up one. That is going to put Bobcats at half the players SNHU has right now. But as soon as I say that, they are able to take out Hilton, now leaving it on a little bit more of an even playing field here. Bobcats are starting to go towards mid around A, trying to possibly get a pick here as they start to push up. Trades are coming out, and now it's only one person left on Bobcats here. C-Dubs and and Agrin kind of surrounding him a little bit. Not really, but CSUDH and again Agrin just trying to see where he's trying to go. Maybe trying to figure out where their next play may be. I mean, there is still 35 seconds left, but it looks like it's going to be a C-side push here. Just kind of
30
waiting
seconds left.
for anything to happen, trying to see if they can catch him off guard here.
Yeah, this is a little bit scary for SNHU. They do have that man advantage,
Last
but any
player
fight that's
standing.
taken is going to be a one-on-one, and that's going to be the Bobcats sneaking up there on SNHU's Jet, able to take them out, get this spike plant. It's going to be down to C-Dubs now, pushing into Hero, trying to find this. Hero's pretty wounded, though. It's going to be just one quick shot to take him down, and C-Dubs is going to be the one that's able to find that, get the spike defused, bring SNHU to a 3-0. They're in a pretty good state right now.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the guns that C-Dubs had there. I mean, he was able to execute it pretty well. Though he only really used his stun there, he's still able to upgrade from a Stinger to a Phantom. So overall, economically, that is a pretty good round. Whereas I believe Bobcats have to save this round. And that's actually going to be a snowball, like we've mentioned last semester, kind of a pattern in these Valorant games here. As the snowball keeps getting bigger and bigger, it's going to be harder and harder for the other team to really get around.
Yeah, there'll be a few gaps in sort of where Bobcats will have an opportunity there. They weren't able to really play, or they weren't able to really take advantage of the bonus round, which is a big thing there, where they kind of lose one of the big 3 opportunities that they have to kind of change the tide of things. And C-Dubs finding a double kill right off the bat, taking down the spike carrier. Gonna be another one down as C-Dubs ends up falling to Unholy, avenging his teammates, getting the spike, bringing it back over towards the A side here, but they're about to run into Hilton here in just a few seconds. We've seen exactly how this plays out. Actually getting snuck up on. It's going to be Proda who takes off Hilton's head. And Bobcats now, they got pretty good control of A site here. Agrin's pulling up, trying to do something, but forced to dash out before that utility marks him out. Makes him vulnerable here. Bobcats with the spike down. The ball is in SNHU's court right now.
We saw that shock dart come out a little bit too early there from Bobcats here. Possibly another one could be used for a lineup maybe. It looks like actually a lot of utilities being used to just really keep them off the site here. We see that other shock dart come in blind as well. Really just trying to get Bobcats to peek out here. And one of them is going to get tagged, but SNHU just walks out onto site. Each of them gets 1 kill each, and they are able to retake it just like that. It's almost like it was just like a second right before that blind ran out, and they were able to defuse it very, very fast here. A great round for SNHU.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of really good coordination here, especially when they get in these retake situations, where they just all run in exactly at the same time. They're clearing corners for each other. They're really trusting their teammates to take a lot of space for them, and that's what's really allowing them to kind of just, I mean, it looks like they're just cleaning house a lot of these times, and that's pretty scary, especially if you're the Bobcats right now on offense. A good defense is really, really scary, because you're the ones who are kind of supposed to be setting the tempo here on offense. Defense, however, SNHU seem to be getting a really big running start here. Agrin watching this unscoped at just the wrong time. Facade gonna be able to dip back on cover, but the jiggle peek is just a little bit too slow. Agrin is able to find that kill. Hilton finding one of his own as Unholy goes down. It's now 5 versus 3. The Bobcats still kind of spread out here. The spike is actually secretly moving to A. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, I mean, as he starts to push up right now, Proda able to get one on C-Dubs right now. Peachy as well on Exala, I believe that's their name. But Mira also going to get one on Hilton here. Bobcats is going to have a little bit of a disadvantage being 1 player down right now. We are going to see that Omen ultimate coming out. That is going to be a reposition here for Peachy. Maybe trying to sneak up on one of their players behind is going to put them in a better situation. But right now, Peachy's just kind of waiting to see if their Silver might push up right now. But both players are watching the bomb very, very well here. It's very slow. They have enough time. I mean, it's not even ticking too fast here. Proda as well also coming out with a shock dart right now. Trying to stall as much as possible. Miro is able to get one on Ty though, wrapping all the way around here. Now on even playing fields. And ultimate is going to come out here. They might get it to half here. Proda is going to kill PG, and Miro does end up getting Agrin here. A win for the Bobcats.
really, really nicely done. Finally getting, their foot in the door, getting things started as the Bobcats find their first point. I think just really good usage of ultimates is what won them that round. They kind of knew, they had been building up their ults over the course of the rounds, and it had gotten to the point where they knew that they could really just play backwards off site. Once the fact that, they got the spike down and they were able to sit back, SNHU had to rotate over, just enough time wasted that Hunter's Fury was really able to do a lot for them there. Plus Miro just being in such a good spot on that high ground, really did a great job at just sort of giving that suffocating pressure on that A site that ended up winning them the round here. So SNHU now finally, they've dropped the first little drop of blood here, but we'll see if they're able to recover things, as Bobcats seem to be completely changing things up. This is much, much slower, and SNHU, maybe a little bit scared of what happened last round, are definitely playing a little bit more safer than they usually have been.
Most definitely. Right now we see Agron on A long here. He's the only one on A side right now. Just trying to see if there's anybody pushing this, and some people are going to go in his line of sight very soon here. Unfortunately, not going to be able to pick up a pick that quickly. But as soon as Bobcats really starts to head towards A side here, we're going to see a lot of rotation, or at least one person rotates to A side here. It's not a definite push here, but as they start to come out, Hilton is able to get one here. Agron possibly another, trying to get another weapon upgrade, but unfortunately is going to die in the process here. We see the Breach ultimate coming out. That's going to stun many of the enemies here. It is able to pick up one. We are going to see possibly that Aftershock come out again. C-Dub's picking up another. Is going to put SNHU in a great advantage here. They don't even have bomb down yet, and right now they're already being ahead. Tied.
One enemy remaining.
And it also get this kill on Pro here. Very, very small kill, or line of sight kill here, but JV gonna get that kill with the operator on C-Dubs. A fantastic kill. Nice and clean. 10 seconds left. Not much he can really do here except to push, but it looks like he's just gonna take the loss on this one and save his operator. That operator is a pretty expensive gun. It doesn't come around very easily, but again, another win for SNHU.
Yeah, especially on the Jet, you want to hold on to that operator. Jet really kind of coming back into form as that main opper role for the team now that Chamber's out of the picture. So we're going to see that a lot more. Both teams with the Jet have been really, really playing that role, as we see Agron also having the chance to use some of those sniper shots. But right now, 5-1 SNHU. They're really starting to just get back into the swing of things here. That defeat from the Bobcats earlier not really phasing them too much as they get ready. Stacking a little bit more towards the west side of the map here, over towards C and B. The Bobcats once again go for this full spread, but Proto's going to be able to beat out Agra. Unfortunately, C-Dub's peeking out of double doors, going to be able to win out that trade, and Exala is not going to be able to outgun C-Dubs here over in Garage. Just doing a great job at holding that space and really forcing the Bobcats over to the other side of the map right now. They haven't taken control of Spike, but actually, if you look right now, Peachy is watching where that Spike is and could potentially catch out. It's going to be Facade who goes down. That Spike out of the picture. Peachy in control of it. We'll see the Bobcats start to try and reposition over to get back. What a flash hits both of them. Unholy going to be able to take down two. Hilton and C-Dubs goes down. That is a huge blow against SNHU. But Peachy sneaking right back out is going to be able to take down Miro. A shot in the dark finds him. And now SNHU Blue still in full control of the Spike. Unholy has to try and push forward here. Did actually dink Peachy through that box, but not going to be too much he can really work with here. A really great crossfire setup between Ty and Peachy. The moment he peeks one, they're both going to peek. He takes down Ty. Peachy holding his ground, though, not quite ready to avenge his teammate. The camera goes out. Unholy's going to take a shot, but he's still alive. Cyber Cage goes out. Unholy pushes up, is able to take the Spike. 20 seconds left, and he's going for Peachy. He's going to end the round here, and now Peachy trying to run around this corner. Draws some fire. Peachy just wasting time, though. 12 seconds left on the clock. He is going to be able to get up to B and start planting this just barely with a few seconds left. Actually, that's the plant it now. Okay, whew. Had about a second and a half left there, but it's going to be Peachy now who has to come up and play the retake.
Peachy having most of his utility here is going to have 43 HP. However, that is going to put, again, an advantage of Bobcats. This fight is going to come very close here. Bobcats just catches him a little bit off guard. Just a sliver of his body is going to be seen there. And I believe their Cypher had 4 kills there. That was a great round for him as well. I mean, getting those 4 kills there is going to also put him in a great economical lead here, especially with Cypher's utility. They are costing a little bit more now, I believe. The credits have been pumped up a little bit. I'm not too sure about that one, but even so, Cypher is still a very expensive character. We are seeing that the Bobcats are kind of pushing towards C side here. That's something we haven't seen before in this game right now, but it looks like SNHU.
There's 3 players from Stu here.
Yeah, as they start to push up here with their shares, Peachy kind of being the first man of the site right here, trying to get as much as they can. Prada is going to take down C-Dubs very, very early into the game here, as they actually start to rotate. Maybe they're not sure if SNHU has any kills, but Hilton isn't going to get one on Miro. But Prota's gonna take him right back out for avenging his teammate right there. But as they start to rotate towards A, SNHU is not really, you know, positioned for this fight. Peachy is gonna get a gun upgrade here. We do see their Cypher actually lurking back here, trying to get a kill, but he is gonna get 2, actually 3. The rest of SNHU's team, just like that, just from hiding in a tiny little corner, able to get most of those kills there, mean everything for that round for the Bobcats.
That was so unfortunate for SNHU, just not quite on the ground. Caught out mid-jump in the peak, unable to win out that trade, the 2-on-1, and going in the favor of Unholy, who has just been really popping off in the last few rounds. Goes to show, I mean, that Cypher can carry when he needs to. That information is good for the whole team, but if you're someone who really knows how to capitalize on that, having that camera, having those tripwires, having those cyber cages can really be a big vehicle for you to kind of put yourself in sort of more of a carry role here. Bobcats looking at a default spread coming out, mostly just playing back, waiting for something to happen, posturing themselves over towards C side though.
Yeah, I mean, here's where we're seeing that Cypher setup come out from Ty here. Once they start to see that camera, they're going to destroy it immediately. It looks like a full push-out's going to be happening here for Bobcats. Peachy is going to pick up one very fast. That's going to be Unholy. The person's been getting most of the kills and the lurks here, so it looks like that's not going to be in the Bobcats' favor this time. But SNHU is forced to play retake here. They were able to take it very, very fast. That KO ultimate, I believe, turned off their tripwires here. Hilton able to get one. Pushing out here. Facade is able, however, to get Peachy as well as C-Dubs here. Ty coming out. Also able to get a kill as there only 1 person left. They do have their ultimate right now.
Didn't hear the defuse.
They're not going to pop it. But Hilton's going to hit the headshot just like that. I think you're right there, Shane. I don't think he actually heard the defuse there with all the utility and gunshots being thrown right at him. But even so, I don't think that was the right time to use this ultimate there, because even if he did, he's been way pushed up there. I mean, any person could just run down and kill him very fast.
That's true. Hilton knew the kind of situation, knew it was just that Sova, and very, very smartly just pushed up. Really stopped him from being able to pop that Hunter's Fury, even with the flash coming out pretty much at the exact same time they tapped the bomb. Kind of really obscuring that sound. Was not a lot he could have done in that situation. Sort of a checkmate from SNHU. Looking at the Bobcats now, really, really big positioning over towards A lobby. And Agron might run into this in just a second. The Cyber Cage is going to go up. Allows Miro to pass. Start to move up into short here. A side is actually completely clear. SNHU are mostly pushing down long. Let's see him start to back up a little bit as they get ready to move through here. Dog gonna get taken out there through short. Agron's got an idea that Miro's there, but he's been spotted out, and now a bad position potentially, but Agron is gonna stand his ground, take down Facade. The Cloudburst going out. Try and keep him up. He's got his dash ready. Hilton pushing up to assist him. He's gonna be able to take down Miro. Meanwhile, in the background, C-Dubs does get taken out on the other side of the map. The Bobcats, not a complete loss in terms of these fights for them, but even losing one more. Gonna be Unholy trying to push up, and he's able to take down one, but Hilton trades it out. It's just Exala left. 13 health. He's got a Vandal, at least, but we'll see how far this can take him. This is going to be a really tough situation for him. We'll see if Ty is able to win out this fight. Exala is going to be the one to find that headshot, and now he knows he's got 2 more people pushing him there. He doesn't have a lot of time left on the clock. He does have the spike, though. It's the best thing about this situation. Maybe the only thing really in his favor right here. But As we get down to 25 seconds, he's got to push out soon, and this is just an unwinnable peak that he's going out into it and not even ready for the first one. Hilton is going to fire off a shot, taking down his third kill of the round. It's going to be SNHU bringing things 7-3. We're getting close to the end of the half right here, and for the Bobcats, it has been a little bit of an uphill battle.
Yeah, that up and down play there as for against the Bobcats was very smart there to use, because I believe Exala there was kind of really checking all of his angles. SNHU could be at any angle they really wanted to really play here. I mean, they didn't really have to push up at all, but the fact that they were able to, and Exala was like stuck in that corner, just shows that SNHU are able to take the land when they need to. Speaking of taking land, CSUDH able to get Prada right off the bat as well, followed by Facade and Unholy, but is going to be taken out very fast by Miro here. Ty also trading him out is going to only leave Exala here, like we've seen before last round. I wonder how he's going to play this out here. This time he does not have bomb. I wonder if SNHU has figured out where it is yet, where he has to push up, playing that same up and down play again. Hilton is going to take that round for them, and now it's last round.
Yeah, that was it's really sad that a lot of the Bobcats got taken out right as soon as Exala pushed in, because that was, I gotta say, one of the smoothest pushes into B over towards that left side connector going towards C. That was an incredibly smooth push. I mean, he just weaseled his way right through there, but by the time he had made it through, gotten behind enemy lines, got into a position where he could really get to a flanking spot, I think he had been called out and the rest of his team was already dead at that point. Very, very unfortunate to see, but for the Bobcats, they've got a lot of ultimates to work with. We're gonna see the Bladestorm coming out from their jet. They start to push forward here. Exala going up high, but Hilton is gonna be ready for it. Ready on that vertical flick, able to take him out. Miro teleporting in, has in control of Heaven over here on A side. The majority of the team is still over in A lobby. Hilton's gonna be able to take down Proto. Unholy trades it right back out. The neural theft comes through. SNHU have their positions temporarily revealed. Just for a minute, already gone, but it's enough information for Bobcats to make an informed decision, and that's why we see them rotating over to C.
Do see Miro right now trying to fake teleport, maybe catch CSUDH off guard here, maybe trying to make them think they teleported into that smoke, but I don't think it tricked them just yet. Right now they are actually going to be planting all the way in C right now. Miro is going to have a little bit of an advantage here. He is going to be, or possibly going to take some picks here, trying to get them, and unfortunately not going to be able to. Ty is actually going to be able to kill him off right now. Facade, being extremely pushed up right now, is going to have that one utility left that he throws out, trying to deny as much time as he can. Gonna hold this corner here. Agron, however, runs right through it, is able to get this pick very fast. It is all up to Unholy, is able to get CSUDH, but Ty again able to take down two players here, and that is going to be 9-3, the first half winning to SNHU.
A really, really good half here. And Bobcats, I mean, they did find the opportunities they needed in that first half. They got the rounds that they were supposed to, but a 9-3 score line, as much as, you can kind of say this is the lowest possible point you can still come back from, it's still going to be a really, really tough fight. Fortunately for the Bobcats, though, they do have that element of surprise once again. Not sure how much these teams know about each other's playbooks going forward here. And so it's going to be a chance for the Bobcats to really show some of their defensive strategies. They might be able to catch out SNHU. Also a chance for SNHU to show off their offensive strategies. See exactly how kind of put together those are.
I definitely agree. Right now we're seeing from the Bobcats, actually, like you said, they're being pretty spread out here, being kind of diverse. I mean, we do have two on long right now, but Agron pushing in very, very fast to Garage and C-Site. Looks like we can almost definitely say that it is going to be a C-Side push. Miro, unfortunately for Agron, is going to get the kill on him, as well as Unholy. CSUDH is going to avenge him right back out, though, as well as Miro avenging his own teammate. And Hilton killing off Prada here. Now pushing up onto site. It's only going to be Hilton. Facade is going to get both of them with that Ghost. Those headshots with the Ghost are absolutely amazing. I mean, for only 500 credits, with having, like, I believe the same fire rate as the Classic, getting that little bit of a damage boost is going to mean everything for that game, and it definitely did. I mean, the Ghost is one of the best buys for Pistol Round, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. But the big thing is some characters really do want that utility on the first round there, and we saw that SNHU did do a good job of using their utility to actually start to approach a site, but they really just, on that C site there, they put themselves in situations where they were classics against ghosts in these long-range fights, and that's really, really what ended up losing them the round right there. So the Bobcats getting off to a good start as SNHU starts to rush down into C side. Unholy able to find 2 kills, 3 kills right away. Miro popping up to help is going to be able to take down Ty and C-Dubs, and that is a lightning quick second round of our second half.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, SNHU just running up as fast as they can. It tends to happen with these pistol rounds. They always want to get the round over with. You know, they don't really want to stretch it out longer than it needs to. And by that, they literally just run up C, and all Unholy had to do was just put a trip there. And as soon as he found one, he knew that most of the team was going to be pushed up there. And with that Spectre as well, I believe he got 3 kills with that Spectre, which is honestly insane. And the rest of the team just had to rotate, and the round was over just like that. So Unholy with that trip and that setup was played very well against SNHU.
See now SNHU moving over towards A side here, but the Bobcats are speeding through into spawn, and Peachy goes down to Exala Ty. That camera spotting 3 members of the Bobcats. SNHU know they have to get on site now, and there's not going to be very many people left on it. Sova here about to meet with Ty. C-Dub's going to be the one to be able to put him down, though, and they're not planting here. They're continuing on their world tours. They begin to move over to B. Starting to break into here now with these flashes. C-Dub's not having too much utility left, but he is going to be able to take down Unholy. That is a big fish they just caught. One of the big players on Bobcats they don't have to worry about anymore for the rest of this round. Finally making their way over to C. Gone from coast to coast, A to C. They're going to get this spike down and play some defense.
Right now, we are going to see Exala here start to peek out very slowly. Hopefully, C-Dub's going to be able to see her in this line of sight that she has right now. And exactly what he does, that is going to be his 3rd kill here. An ace could possibly happen if he gets these next 2. A stun is going to come out, however. Ty is going to get their KO, I believe. And right now, it's only down to the 2 of them. However, SNHU Cypher is going to play more back right now, playing more conservatively, as C-Dub starts to push up here and hit a small flick on Miro here. That is going to be the 10th round. And one thing I just want to say is that as soon as Ty saw there were 3 people behind him, he instantly let his team know, and they were told that they can't really wait. They literally just went from A to C, rotated across the entire map, and just destroyed whoever was blocking their way. I mean, they had to get from point A to point B, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, really, really great use of communication there. And important thing to note is that SNHU are starting to build up momentum again in this half. The Bobcats in the first half lost the first 3 rounds. SNHU did not let the Bobcats get away with their bonus round, and now they are 2-1 in this half. Agron able to take down Exala, spraying through the cyber cage is a huge first pick coming out. And now the Bobcats start to rotate over towards A side, but SNHU still seem committed to trying to push this through. Agron going up high, takes his shot, but he's going to dash backwards to get back to low ground. Does try to go back up high, gets flashed, forced to drop down once again, is going to be able to pick up that operator, and that is a big, big find for him right here. He's watching their back, but the majority of the Bobcats, they're all coming from the same angle, and this could be a little bit of a misplay from them if they don't handle this right. If they don't use their utility correctly, then they're just going to be kind of running into a meat grinder, and that's really what you got to worry about, especially with Agron positioned where he is. Miro going to be able to drop, or he drops down from the high ground, gets taken out. Unholy Hilton! Unholy finds Hilton. Proda finding one of his own. They just continue to push through. It is just C-Dubs left on the site. That flash coming through. He's not able to take down Proto. He finally is able to fully flash. Not able to find his bearings before C-Dubs is able to take him down. Now is that 11-5? The bit rate's a little bit iffy on my end, but yeah, 11-5. So we're getting pretty close to the end of this game right now, and that's going to mean that the Bobcats, they've really, really got to find something that works and quick, because SNHU, they're just closing in on that finish line, and the opportunities for the Bobcats to make mistakes is dwindling.
It looks like the Bobcats right now are kind of still the same lineups that they had at the beginning of the round, or of the half, I should say. I mean, it looks like they haven't really switched up too much of their team setup. I mean, they can only assume is that they're going to push a site, and they have to communicate with each other, because that's all they can do here. Some quick shots coming off, though. Peachy getting Unholy here, who's very, very pushed up from his team, getting that stinger. really trying to get a lot of value off of that. Paranoia coming out. Mira is able to kill off Peachy, but Agrin is able to get 2 here, and it's only Proto and Bobcat's Jet here as they have to try and retake C site. SNHU pretty much has this site covered here. I mean, there is a trip for flank, but it doesn't look like anybody's gonna be doing that anytime soon. So as they start to push up here, all they can really do is push up together. I mean, they both have stingers. They have to use this light by gun here because they need to have enough creds for the next round. Maybe trying to get a pick could be the mood here. They start to push up. Hilton and Agrin killing one of each team member there. 12-5. It looks like it's going to be in SNHU's favor, but Bobcats are going to be able to buy up this round, and we are going to see an operator come out here. It could mean a lot of value for them, and I can only see we can only wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, this is do or die for the Bobcats right now. Fortunately, they do have those guns to work with, like you mentioned, but SNHU also fighting at full force. The Bobcats, this is going to be, really just a strategic matchup here, and for SNHU, they are really just about to run down Seaside right here. Hopefully, we can see a lot of good utility come out, so they're actually able to break through here. Unholy, he's already got his sort of trap set up, though. Spraying through, does tag a few members of SNHU. The dog going through, not spotting too much. The Bobcats, they're still waiting to rotate, and Agrin going up high does get flash. Not able to take down Unholy. Exala finds Peachy. Unholy takes down Agrin. CSUDH will be able to take down Unholy with that aftershock, and Ty finding one of his own. It's a 3 versus 3. SNHU are on the site. CSUDH takes down Exala. It's a 3 versus 2 now. These 2 players for the Bobcats, the game is in their hands right now. They need to buy another round for their team by pushing through SNHU, and Proto's able to take down Ty. He doesn't even take any damage in the process. Miro on the other side is able to avoid the flash. CSUDH goes down, and with Hilton falling, that is going to be Miro and Proto buying another round for the Bobcats. That is a huge, huge win for them.
I 100% agree. As they were pushing up here, we actually saw Unholy kind of staying alive there for a little bit. A lot more than definitely intended here. I mean, able to pick up, I believe, 1 or 2 kills is going to set a little bit of like an offset for SNHU as they start to push up, because now they're like, wait, the Cypher hasn't been killed yet. So as they start to focus their attention towards Unholy, that's when most of Bobcats were able to come in from the other side and be able to take advantage of what Unholy really did. Though it may not seem like he did a lot, he directed SNHU's attention towards that side, and that's what really made them win the game, or win the round, I think, in my opinion.
Now, the Bobcats really pushing up forward here, starting to try and push up to blue. They are able to take down Peachy there. Facade winning out on that fight. We'll see as they begin to back up a little bit, moving over towards A side here. Hilton moving forward is able to get a little bit of information there. Got a good idea of where they are on the site. CSUDH in a good spot for his utility right now. The Hunter Straight coming out to delay this. Exala is able to find Hilton. Agrin pushing. Is able to find Proto, though. Trading back and forth. It's a 4 versus 3 in the favor of the Bobcats, but SNHU getting the spike down means that right now the Bobcats are the ones who really need to make the first move right here. We'll see exactly how this plays as they get ready to push in.
We do see their Omen actually flanking from behind. A stun coming out, though, from CSUDH. Maybe gonna try and get a pick. Unfortunately, not for them. The Exala is able to get Agrin. Ty able to get Exala. Facade, however, is able to get Ty and CSUDH there, and that is gonna be the 7th round to the Bobcats there. You know, getting kind of close to this 12-12 mark a little bit that we've seen before in the past as the Bobcats start to push up while SNHU's at that 12 mark. It's a little bit of a scary sight. They do have 5 rounds. We'll keep it in mind. They do have 5 rounds, but it's still definitely creeping up on them every now and then, you know, coming up a little bit slowly, one at a time.
See now, as SNHU start to move towards the A side here, their economy not in the best possible state it could be in right now. They're going to be kind of trying to fight scrappy here as they get ready to push in, and it will be Proto who is looking straight at them as they start to push out through here. We'll see that Cyber Cage going out, and starting to try and move up here, trying to take ground. The Bobcats immediately rotating over, and the really scary thing is that Miro is about to break through mid and start to move forward into their spawn. Ty in a good spot to try and shut that down, but we'll see how this fight turns out, because that's really going to decide how safe SNHU's backline is. And Ty is going to start to move up to reinforce his team, giving a lot of space over towards Miro if no one starts looking that way.
Yeah, that KO ultimate is going to deny a lot of utility right now. I mean, Beecher couldn't even get his smokes up right away, but Agron dashes out regardless, is able to get Bobcat's KO here. Rhoda as well getting 2 of SNHU's members. It's gonna be a 3v3 right now. SNHU has mostly some control of the map right now, pretty much all of it. But again, what they don't know is that the Omen, Bobcat's Omen, as we've seen before last round, is actually going to be peeking out here. That Cloudburst is going to do so much. The Omen right now coming out is gonna get Hilton very fast. Peachy trades him out. Now a 2v2. C-Dubs hitting his shots just like that. Sorry, as the jet dropped down very fast there. C-Dubs just hit his shots with the Sheriff. I mean, able to bring it back just like that, winning the round. This game goes to SNHU.
A wild end to that round. Really great. I did not expect SNHU to pull through that hard with the eco buys that they had. That was a really scary look for SNHU right there. But they managed to really pull it off, and I really impressed with the way that they ended out that game.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the fact that we're, again, like you said before, that eco buy there, C-Dubs just hitting his shots with the Sheriff. I mean, it's definitely not something I expected to see this round, especially, again, on that eco buy. But I believe that's all the games we have for this stream. Is that right, Shane?
Yeah, that's it for us today. We'll be back on Wednesday with League of Legends, starting off their preseason. Once again, I mean, you might have seen it on our Twitter, but we also have a B stream that we are getting set up this semester. So a lot of our games have 2 separate teams. If on our main stream here, you see one of our teams playing, but you're really looking to see the other one, you can hop on over to our B stream. You can find it on our Twitter. We'll post whenever we're streaming on there, get a little bit of coverage for our other teams and spread some of the love around, because previously I know a lot of people have been really wanting to see some of our other teams. Finally, that is a chance for us to be able to do that. Yeah, that's all for us tonight. We'll see you back here on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your night. Hope you had a good snow day, and hopefully it's not another snow day tomorrow. I think I've had too many in a row.